Hi, how's it going? It's Ed with Free Circle. Hope you're having a beautiful Monday morning. I'm going to combine a couple tasks this morning. I usually don't do this, but I'm going to combine my news gathering with my dialogue this morning because I don't have time to separate, so I'm going to do them at the same time. Big story of the day coming off of Business Insider. Elizabeth Warren releases DNA test. The test strongly supporting claims of Native American ancestry in rebuke to Trump. Isn't that fascinating? That's the number one story. That just blows me away with all that is happening in today's world. We've got Business Insider throwing up Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas stuff. This is ridiculous. It is time right now in the United States. We're coming on to the midterms. Here in Oregon, we're about to receive our ballots. And this is the distractions that get thrown up by media. It's disturbing to me. I don't find this newsworthy at all. I find it insulting. I find it kind of degrading to the presidency itself, not to Donald Trump as the president. I'm talking about the presidency, the office, the seat, which I'm kind of discouraged when I see this sort of stuff going on in our culture. We don't need this sort of fighting going on to distract what the current events and the current issues are. It's kind of ridiculous in my own opinion. But this is the big story out of Business Insider this morning. So what else do we have? The 7 best smartphones today out of marketing. Yeah, that's not even worth reading. So let's see. Do you still need a PPC tool with the new Google ads? 5 Instagram marketing trends. Let's look at this one. Former Google Plus designer airs his dirty laundry in massive tweet storm. This came out 15 minutes ago. Google Plus may soon be coming to an end. We all have heard about this, so it's kind of interesting. Overall, the span of a week, former Google UI designer posted several tweets sharing his vision of what it was like working for such giant's failed social media project. You know, actually, I've used Google Plus for quite a few years, and I've always found Google Plus to be pretty nice. So this is actually one of those things that is disturbing in the news. And, you know, the Google, there's a lot of opinions on Google and that they work for certain agencies. However, we're not going to get into that. Let's move on and see what else is in here. Excuse me. Palm, it's back with a tiny sidekick for your gigantic regular phone. Yeah, so they're coming out with the Palm again. What else do we have here? police will not examine claims of Russian meddling in Brexit vote. We got Trump says rogue killers may be involved in Saudi journalist case. That's interesting, huh? So what do we have there? Of course, the Saudi king denied knowing anything about what happened to Jamal Khashoggi, said President Trump, who is sending his Secretary of State to meet with King. So that's going to be interesting to keep up on what's going on there. The American embassy didn't mean to invite people to a pajama jam hosted by Cookie. Well, that's big news now, isn't it? That's something we all just need to read about in our news. Let's see. Police will not... Yeah, it's kind of dead in the news world with what is going on. We have all the president's men. What to make of Trump's bizarre new painting? That's out of The Guardian. The artwork hanging in the White House depicts the U.S. president drinking with his Republican predecessors. Interesting. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words unless it's a shady Bansky or shredded Bansky. Obviously, which is worth around 1 million lire. But how to put a value on the majestic artwork? Donald Trump was revealed to have gracing the wall outside of the Oval Office. Interesting. So that's a good little thing to go look at, this artwork. I like the artwork. Heck, got the Rough Rider himself. Boy, we got some historical figures in that, don't we? Actually, I will probably post that on my Facebook here real quick so I can share that on my website. I like that one. That's kind of interesting. So, yeah. Let's move on and see what else is in here. Pro-Trump PAC leader blasts Democratic mobs for putting hex on Brett Kavanaugh. That's kind of a trend that we're actually seeing also, is these individuals using black magic or the esoteric hexes and all of that on these religious leaders and politicians. It's kind of a trend I've been watching, how fluent it's becoming in the culture with this Wiccan culture and the satanic movement. It's kind of interesting how much I'm seeing that sort of voodoo. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, in religion news, let's see. There's no such thing as an LGBTQ Catholic. That's what the Philadelphia Archbishop is saying. And that's coming off of the Friendly Atheist. Love your neighbors as yourself and bring your kids along. Christianity Today. That's a good little thing. Raising children to love like Jesus did. We'll save that one also, and we'll have a closer look. Google, Pathos, out of the Slacktivist, they're putting the Halloween music out, a supplemental playlist, if you're into all that. So, SEO, search engine optimization, 3 emerging technologies in marketing, what you must consider. Chatbots. That's another thing that we're seeing is the rise of these chatbots. Back in the day, like ICQ, I don't know if any of you remember. I think ICQ might still be around, but they would use all these little bots, and now the bots are like programs that are just extraordinary what they're doing with bots. So yeah, that's a thing you must consider about looking at that. So how to create a local marketing results dashboard in Google Data Studio. That will Mark and look at. That's a interesting one. So here's a good one out of Google Webmasters. Google is introducing its Product Experts program. And a lot of you might want to go look at this. Over 12 years ago, they started answering webmaster questions and listening to feedback on their webmaster forums. Although at the time it was a Google group for questions about site maps, original announcements, from a small mailing list, these forums have evolved to cover 15 languages and over 50,000 threads per year. Wow, that's interesting. Google's top contributors and rising stars are some of their most active and helpful members on those forums, with over 100 members globally just for the Webmasters Forum. 1,000 members if you count all product forums. The community of experts help thousands of people every year by sharing their knowledge and helping others get the most out of Google products. So yeah, that's interesting. Google does a lot. I'm impressed their capabilities for people to learn on the products that they put out and the in-depth community service programs that they use. They have this program for kids where they can actually get on and sign up for different classes if they want to do coding or web design, and they help these kids develop these skills so it can enhance their lives. And they make it so underdeveloped and underfunded children and kids can get an early start on these development skills Google is actually doing. And Google gets a bad name a lot of the time. But I kind of gotta say I like a lot of the things that Google does do. But like everything else, it's a big corporation and they will do odd things once in a while. So that's a very interesting thing this morning. That came out 3 days ago, I guess. Google is introducing the Product Experts program. Better check that out, people. Anything else good in there? Not really. So out of YouTube, why should you read? Yeah, not much out of Google here this morning. And that's it. I'm done with my feeds. I do those feeds out of Feedly because Feedly makes it easy to get your feeds from all areas of the web and brings them into a very quick and easy feed gathering, RSS, Atom gathering tool. So I like that. I use that every morning to get all of my news out of the way. It's just I've got a lot going today, so I had to do these things together. Anyway, that's basically all I've got this morning. I've got a lot on the plate today. I got to get going. I'll try to get another one in at 2 or around 2 this afternoon sometime. Like always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's a chilly start to the morning here in the Klamath Basin in Southern Oregon. I'm telling you, the freeze up is not allowing the green up before the freeze up. Usually that's a sign of the cold winter coming. So I hope you children have your coats and your snuggle up boots ready to go. Are your chores done? Are your equipment ready? Better be on it. That's my bell. I got to run. Everybody have a wonderful day. Ed, Free Circle out.